Hi guys, my name is Kartik. Welcome to KK's Kitchen. Today we are making cheese and onion step bread. It's a really simple recipe and really quick recipe. I'm using mixer today instead of kneading up the dough. Makes the things faster, and I'm using fresh yeast. So stay tuned and enjoy the recipe. So for this recipe we need 400 grams of flour, 90 ml of milk, 150 ml of water, 8 grams of sugar, 12 grams of salt, about 15 grams of fresh yeast. If you don't have fresh yeast, use dry yeast. It just need to be reduced a little bit, maybe 8 grams of dry yeast, 8 ml of oil or maybe olive oil, and about 50 grams of onion, or maybe half onion would be good, and 50 grams of cheese. So we're going to use the mixer this time to mix the dough. Let's start with the process. Alright, so first we'll start with flour, salt, sugar. We'll just mix it a bit, so it will mix the salt and sugar into the flour. Yeah, this is the good thing when you're using fresh yeast, that you don't have to worry about salt and sugar much. You can just add everything into that and then just straight turn the machine on and it's all good to go. So water, milk, and your fresh yeast. This will take about 10 minutes because you're using the mixer. If you are hand kneading it, it's going to take longer. But this should be ready in 10 minutes. We are not adding up oil right now. We'll use it in last 2 minutes of. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's developed really well. So this recipe is really simple recipe. You can't go wrong with this recipe. Just dump all the stuff in the mixer, mix it up, pull it out, mold it, put it in the tin, bake it, good to go. Right, so looks really nice and smooth now. Yep, so this is the time to add maybe 60% of your onion and cheese. We need to leave a little bit of onion for topping, and same thing with cheese as well. Nice. So this thing need to be just mixed. We don't want this thing like crush all the onion or cheese, so just mix it and then put it out. It will be going to be a little bit wet because onion will release some moisture, but that should be fine. Once it's mixed, we'll pull out with the plastic scraper and it should be fine, or maybe spatula. Cool, that looks ready. Right, so take out that hook, remove the machine. Right, so we need that whole thing out on the bench. So what we'll do is we'll just make it nice and smooth. Don't work too much. Just you need to make it a little bit smoother, and should be fine. So what we do is we'll just remold this and we'll give rest for about half an hour. So it will puff up in like half an hour. We'll put a glad wrap on top. And just wait for half an hour. So as we can see, after half an hour the dough is nice and puffy. It's nearly double in size, so only thing you have to do is just mold it. Best option is to use the scraper. Just take out all the bubbles, break some bubbles from that thing, and we have to remold it. So just make sure it's nice and tight, like this one. You don't have to be so perfect because we're using a tin, so should be fine as long as it's nice and tight. So my suggestion is just put some onion under the tin first, not much, just a wee bit, so it will go on the bottom as well. And there your bread goes in bread. If you want, you can like put some cut, maybe 3 cuts should be fine. Cheese for topping. And the leftover onion again for topping. As I have discussed before in the video, if you want for extra flavor, you can add some garlic as well in this one. Not in the dough, just on the top of the bread. So maybe here, or maybe once it's baked, and then you can give a good wash of garlic bread. Garlic wash, which is oil and just the garlic should be fine. Right, so it's all sorted. We have to just now wait for approving. So put that glad wrap back. I personally suggest to put a wee bit of oil on the wrap, so it won't stick. Like, just apply some oil on the top, and then just put over here like that. And what I personally think is, if you want to prove it faster, put it in the microwave. Turn the microwave empty for like 2 seconds. It will generate some heat, and then put this whole tin in. Then it should just take half an hour, or maybe 40 minutes to get ready. The bread will be nice and improved. But if you are not in rush, just leave it outside on your bench top, and it will take about an hour or so to prove and nice and puffy. Right, so we'll wait for brewing. Cool. So as we can see, we need to prove that it's big enough. So it needs to be like a little bit higher than the tin surface. The temperature I have set is 190 in the domestic oven, and for about 30 minutes. So probably we'll set to 30 minutes. There you go, and you need a little bit of steam. So just a little bit of water on the floor. And leave that thing inside. And we're set. Right, so the temperature and timer is being done. The bread is baked. So after 30 minutes it should come out like this. You can see the top is nice and brown, lovely golden color. The first thing we do is empty out the tin from the bread from the tin. It's just a little bit tricky here. There you go. So as we can see, it's baked from everywhere. One thing you can do is just give a little bit of oil wash on top. You can use anything like butter or maybe ghee, which is an Indian version again of fat. It just keep the top skin softer, nothing else. Alright, so you can see it's nicely baked. Always when you do specialty bread like this one, adding something into the white bread or any like wholemeal bread, it won't be really puffy from top. It's sometimes really flat because it breaks the structure of the actual dough, so dough will struggle to hold the shape. But if it's like a normal white bread, it's going to be like puffy, as we can see, as we have seen in the last video of plain soft white bread. So once it's cooled down, I'll slice it up and we'll see how it looks from inside. Cool, we'll see you in probably half an hour. Let it cool down. So after cooling down, as you can see, it's really nice and soft bread. Just the thing is, we don't get that lift. It's just because of this all cheese and onion which is being mixed into the dough, but that's fine. I mean, we'll get that. We have got that net really easily. See all those nets, nice and spongy, soft. But trust me guys, this bread is heaven. You guys should try at home. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this recipe. As you can see, it's a really simple recipe with the very simple ingredients. We have just used basic ingredients like for the white bread and add up cheese and red onion in there. But definitely this recipe is really packed full of flavor. So have a try and enjoy this recipe at your home. The next recipe I'm coming up with is basil pesto garlic twist. It's really interesting recipe. That recipe definitely go with the soup. So stay tuned and enjoy this recipe. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it and like and comment. It will definitely helpful to the channel. Enjoy. Have a good day. Happy baking.